welcome to another vlog. I am flying back to the US and it's quite a long story, so I'm gonna keep it short. Basically, last week, if you guys have been following this channel for some time, you know that Michael has cancer and he has had it for the past few years, but the other day it got really scary. He had to go to the ICU and I don't want to like overshare, so that's all I'm really gonna say, just that it got really serious. So my mom is alone, in the house. She's alone. When all of this happened, I could barely sleep and we were talking on the phone, and oh, it's been some really emotional past few days. Yeah, I'm trying to be careful wording all of this because I don't want to sound insensitive or anything, but yeah. So when I found out how serious it was and how my mom, she was having a hard time, obviously. This is not like something you can really prepare for, and so I asked her if she wanted me to come back to the US. So that is the plan. That was a long explanation why I'm going back to the US, but basically it's to help out my mom around the house and, you know, give her extra support, and of course to Michael too. But my mom is like so good at taking care of Michael, but I want somebody to take care of her too, so I need to be there for them. But I am nervous though of this travel because I've never traveled back this fast to the US after being there for 90 days. If you guys don't know, if you're European, EU, you have an ESTA. There's like selected countries who have ESTA, and it's instead of using a visa. It's basically a visa, but not really, because you barely have to apply for it. You apply for it, but you just pay like $14 and then you get this ESTA, and then you can stay in the US up to 90 days at a time, but you should always stay away from the US for the same amount of time you stayed in there for. So let's say I stayed there for 90 days, I should stay away for 90 days, you know, too. And obviously I didn't do that because I just got here a month ago. So that's the only thing I'm a bit nervous about, because if you guys have gone to the US, even if you're American, a lot of Americans say it too, that the TSA, they can be really strict. The only thing you have to do with, you know, ESTA is you have to really make sure to show them that you're not gonna go to the US to stay there. You're really just gonna go there to vacation. And in my case, I have a special case because of Michael, and it's really serious case. I don't want to say it out loud how serious it is because I don't want to like put it out in the world, but it's really bad. I'm on my way now to get my COVID test for this trip, and I hope you guys are excited to come with me on this trip. I'm honestly really happy I'm vlogging because I'm nervous about this trip, because what if they decline me, you know. But yeah, we will just go with the flow and hopefully everything works out. So far so good though. I have my tickets and ESTA and everything I need. I'm leaving tonight, midnight. So also guys, I feel so bad because I've barely showed you guys Denmark during this trip. I've barely showed you Denmark, but yeah, here's Denmark. Denmark has been great. Guys, I made it inside of the airport. There's almost nobody in here, and there's no food. There's some food, but it's all pastries and I can't have pastries. It's completely empty almost. Well, there's some people, but not that many. Last year there was more people, but maybe it's because it's too early. Now I have to wait for 2 hours and I'm so hungry, and the vending machine is not working. And it's so strange because when I was checking in, the girl was saying that my vaccine is too old. My COVID vaccine, how could it be too old? You can't get vaccinated 2 times for the first vaccine. Espresso House saved the day. I'm so excited. Oh, I saw people, they were like holding drinks, and I was like, where did they get that from? I'm so excited. And the girl was so nice selling this, and she said my wallet is pretty. It is hazelnut iced latte. This is gonna wake me up. I'm doing an all-nighter right now, guys, so I need it. And look at the tiny eyes. I love the new thing they're doing now. The tiny eyes. I'm in this fancy area with these chairs. Look, it's a robot. The robot is making coffee. That's so cool. It can make coffee, and I think you order. Oh, you order here. Why that's so high tech? Organic lemonade. I sold out. Okay, I made it to San Francisco airport, guys. And I'm so happy right now because I was expecting it to be stressful because I was just here like last month, but by some sort of miracle it went really smooth. And so they asked the regular questions, but nothing too bad. And they asked why I was here, and I said because of Michael, and my voice got all shaky, but then things ended up being okay, so that's all that matters. So now I'm gonna find some food. Green beans coffee, guys. I'm gonna try the fruit smoothie mango. Super yummy. 5 out of 5. Hi, Love. Hi.
I lost 4 pounds, Love, without trying.
Oh.
Because of Miguel.
Oh.
Don't you feel like you were just here?
Yeah. It feels strange because, guys, I was here not even, like, it was not even a month ago. I left on the 18th. It is the 15th.
Ah, that's
18th of January.
Because, what's the longest we've been apart? 8 months?
Yeah, 8 months. During COVID.
That was too long.
Yeah, and then last year we were apart 5 months. No, we were not. Oh yeah, we were.
I love. You need to go shower. You
yeah.
stink. Not there. you smell like a driver.
I need to shower because I met so many people and they
you smell like a tricycle driver.
The babies were so noisy in front of me. One was, I think I have videos of it, not of them but of the cries. One baby was like, because a teddy bear fell on his head. It's a teddy bear.
Oh, said, their heads are too fragile.
No, it fell on his head and he was fine. And then the mom said, oh, and then he was like, oh yeah. No tears, just scream. And then the other kid who was sleeping.
How do you know?
I know. The other kid was sleeping peacefully, and he heard his fellow baby friend crying. He was like, "Now that's my cue." And they were like a full-on
orchestra.
And then the third came and.
Wait a minute.
And then the baby.
You want to have a baby.
Yeah, but they were way too noisy. And then the baby, it was in front of me.
Marie, when she was a baby, never cried in planes.
He went like this to me.
But breastfed.
He went like this to me, and so I was thinking, "Kapoy ba? Hi." And then the baby was like, wanting to grab my water. I know, took the water with me. And no, you not touch. Alright guys, I finally showered. I look crazy. But yeah, I made it back to the US safely. I barely talked to you guys because I was so nervous during this trip that something, you know, would go wrong and then I wouldn't be able to come into the US, because I'm on ESTA, guys, and basically ESTA, you can stay in the US for 90 days on ESTA and then you have to go back home. Now technically you could go to Europe for a day and then come back to the US for another 90 days, but that would look very strange, because the purpose of an ESTA is not for you to live here, it's just to vacation, tourism, you know, things like that. And I always just stay here below 90 days, so it's usually 88 days, something like that, and then I stay away from the US for more than that time, because you should always stay away for more of the time that you stay in the US, because that wouldn't make sense, right? How would you be able to keep a job in your home country? Obviously you could just be super rich and be able to travel, but you have to like show that to them that, oh, I have money, you know, because what they don't want is that people come here and then stay here illegally and then get jobs here, and then, you know, that's what they don't want to happen, which makes sense. But so I was scared because I've only been away for a month and usually I stay away for longer. So, but the thing is, my visit is not just for me to come here and have fun or something, you know. I have an actual reason, and I told the officer that in the customs, and I told them how serious Michael's condition is. And for the first time, I know that the customs officers are humans too, and they have hearts too, but I've never seen them express the kind of kindness this officer did, because usually they are very suspicious, because they have to figure out if people who are coming in for a good reason, you know. And when I said, you know, all of the details, he said that he was sorry. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting him to just like not even notice it, because that's what happened last time when I mentioned it, but it wasn't that bad last time. But you know, anyways, and I've gone to secondary screening before, because when I came to the US that time I was so sleepy, and so I forgot the date of the date where I last came to the US, and so I stumbled on my words, and that's suspicious behavior, and I went to secondary screening. So a huge tip for you guys: even though traveling is tiring, and when you get to the US, especially if you came in from Europe or Asia where it's like such a long travel, you really have to like make sure you know what you're gonna say. Be completely honest, guys. If you're gonna say a lie, they're gonna find it out, most likely. I would never risk anything, so just don't. It's not worth it. If you come here like on an ESTA and then you're saying lies, they could revoke the ESTA and you could never get an ESTA ever again. And then I would have to get like a visa, B2 visa I think it is, but that's harder to get, and yeah, it's no bueno. ESTA, I can come here whenever. So yeah, you just gotta be very quick with your answers. Remember, like read, if you've come to the US before, remember all of those dates when you were here last, and then remember the dates, how long you're staying here, exactly the days, and then when are you leaving, the actual days. Make sure you print out your return ticket. It's so important to print out your itinerary, print out your COVID test, print out your vaccination cards, certifications, you know, visa, everything. Print everything out. It's better you have more than less, even if you bring all of your papers, but just like bring everything you can, because they're gonna want to see it. And if they ask for something like a return ticket and you don't have it, oh, they're not gonna be happy about that. Even if you already have it but you just didn't print it out, oh no. They don't like it when you show it on your phone because it's so tiny, and they want to see papers. I was scared I wasn't gonna get an Uber, guys, because I was looking online and I was looking in my Uber app, and it seemed like nobody would drive all the way to the coast from Portland because it's a long ride, like 3 hours, 4 hours. Thankfully, somebody picked up my request. Oh, I'm so thankful. It cost a lot though, $350, and then I gave a $20 tip. I know it's not a lot, but I wanted to give something because he was so nice. He drove really fast, but in a safe way. His car was a Toyota hybrid, and so it was super quiet. Oh, I love that car. I want that car. It was super smooth. No matter if it like swerved or anything, I wasn't getting nauseous. And then there was parts where it got really foggy, and he made sure to slow down and be careful. So I gave him a 5-star. Obviously it's scary. I've been like crying non-stop, and I'm just a stepdaughter, you know. So I'm always like thinking about my mom, obviously. I mean, Michael's her husband. It's been really weird. I've been walking so much to release the stress, and talking to Audrey, my bestie, because I'm like, I don't know how to deal with all of this. And honestly, without Audrey, I don't know what I would do, because it's hard, you know, to go through difficult times and not have a friend to talk to. It's different when you talk to family or other people, because obviously you don't wanna, like, you can't really say everything on your mind to them because you don't want to hurt their feelings or anything. So having a friend is really important when you're going through stuff like this. We're just gonna take it day by day, and you know, appreciate each day. So if you guys live in the same country as your family members, and especially if you're like close to them, but you're just like, maybe, oh, they live like an hour away, and you're like, too lazy to drive all of that way, I would urge you guys to, you know, if you're close, to visit. I mean, I guess if you're close, then you would visit more, but some people are close but then they don't still visit. I would say, like, try to spend as much time as you can with them, because life is so fragile and you never know what tomorrow might be. So anyways, enough talking. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna chill a bit, watch some H3 podcast, and, you know, relax, and then I'll go to bed. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. If you guys have any questions about traveling internationally right now, especially if you are on ESTA, ask me down below. I will respond to you as soon as I can. And yeah, thank you guys so much for following along, and I hope you guys have a good day. Subscribe if you want, like if you want, and yeah, thanks for watching. Gracias por ver. Adios, amigos.